100% under the law equal to them.
Bro, you ain't
That's
even
a
gotta
fact.
go this deep. It's literally, especially with them young white boys, they're the first group, they're the first generation of white boys in this country that actually have to go out there and compete.
You actually got to
They
go get it.
actually have to go out there and compete. That's where and I've talked about this before. That's literally why they're so upset. That's literally
And you know the crazy thing, bro? That makes so much sense. As you see right now in society, there is a rise in anti-intellectual, content. Joe Rogan podcast. Charlie Kirk, he dropped out of college. This nigga dropped out of he wasn't even a high-ranking college. He dropped out of college and then started making books on why college is a scam. Higher education is talked down now because they see a lot of black people are in these fields. They're getting degrees, so now it doesn't mean anything.
why they're so lost, so confused, and so have so much hatred for everything. Because they're the first, especially them young white boys, are the first generation of white people that have to go out there and they gotta
get that
compete.
shit.
They can't get by with just being a mediocre white person. They gotta compete with. That's why the straight white male is having such a hard time right now. They gotta compete with black people. They gotta
Immigrants.
compete with women. They gotta
yup.
compete. They can't just get by being a straight white male anymore, and that hurts them. Think about it. They saw their dads, they saw their grandfathers, they heard stories about their great grandfathers just going out there and getting opportunities and getting jobs and getting whatever simply because they were a straight white male. And they grew up being told, you're awesome because you're a straight white man. And they
You're a
took their little
Christian.
straight white ass out there, and now they got to deal with. That's why you think they were so upset about DEI. Why you think they want to get rid of, or they support getting rid of all that shit? Even though the elite and the rich know damn well they ain't gonna do nothing about it because that's how they get away with cheap labor. And they know half of them fucking white boys ain't gonna work and they mediocre than a motherfucker. But they need them to feel like it's someone else's fault outside of they're just mediocre. White male mediocrity is a motherfucker. It is a motherfucker. They can't even. They even have a challenge with the fact that their women can openly go and fuck whoever the fuck they want.
Yeah, that
now.
should be pissing them
They
off.
hate that shit. They hate. So not only they can't even keep their women from fucking black men no more. Because
That was the
back
bare
when
minimum,
Jim Crow was going around, they could. That women would still want to fuck black men, but they could go and burn down whole towns and city over the shit. And she could be like, "Oh, he took advantage of me," and they burn the whole city down and lynch and throw everybody on a fucking tree. Can't even do that no more legally. But that's all it is. They gotta actually go out here and they gotta be worth the fuck now.
Hey man, that's it.